feels unreal to finally live what I've been planning for a month or so. This morning, just opening the door and finally leaving home with all my bags and the suitcase and everything, and just leaving. It felt so unreal. Like I was not ready. You know, it's always different when you plan things and the real thing comes along. It's just different. It feels so good though. I am here in my new home for the next 3 months, ready to start a different kind of life, away from everyone I know. Speaking a language I don't know really well, with no help from my parents, because they are very far away from me. I can only see them at the end of the month when I have my train back home. But for this next month, I am here. Not really stuck, but more or less. Tomorrow is my first day of work. Let's see how it goes. I'm worried because I don't get French very well. I mean, I kind of speak it. Don't really understand it that well if they speak too fast. Of course, as soon as I came here, I already made a fool of myself. I went to buy some water down at the shop below my house. And since I didn't know their schedules or whatever, what time they opened, what time they closed, I went to the cashier and I was like, what is your schedule? But I meant the shop. And she was like, what do you mean my schedule? I was like, no. That was hella embarrassing, because she thought I was just hitting on her randomly, like, what the fuck does she want? So I really like my new room. It's very big and there's a gorgeous window. There's wonderful light coming in. The bed is very cozy. The people who live with me are very nice. We went to eat sushi together tonight, and they showed me all the place. It was great. And yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Let's see how it goes tomorrow. Well, I suppose this is my first entry for day 1. I fucking can't sleep. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I just woke up from a nightmare. Kept having a sequence of weird ass dreams, culminating in a wonderful nightmare. I should be waking up in more or less an hour and a half. I am so not ready to go to work tomorrow. Well, later. It's still really dark. I'm gonna try to get some sleep again. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. It is 6 a.m., 6:30. I have to get up. Most of my attempts at falling asleep have been more or less proven fruitless, but I have to go. Okay, it is now 10 o'clock, exactly 10 o'clock. It is the end of my first day at work. And gosh, where do I start? I was already tired out because of the night, as you have heard. And I was totally not ready and I had no idea what to expect. So I was like, anxiety eating away at my soul. But I had a pleasant walk today. The town is gorgeous. I love it so much. Even now, just looking out the window, the view is so good. And it's so relaxing. It's nice and cool. Anyway, back to my misadventures. Because we get there, me and my colleague, we get to this fancy place and we were like, whoa, we have no idea what we're supposed to do. Not a clue, no nothing. We're like, we have more or less these competences and that's it really. And well, they just got us in, had a tour of the place, which is great, by the way. I wish I could take pictures inside, but I cannot. I have signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can tell you nothing. But they do lots of designs of all sorts, and what I was supposed to do today was texturize a coffee machine, just as an example, or to show what I could do and what kind of software we were supposed to be using. And the guy that was going to help me is very nice, very kind and everything. But, well, first of all, it's all in French, which I do not know too well. So half of the time I was like, what would you say? And I had to doodle stuff to make myself, to be sure I had understood what he was asking me to do. And then I have basically forgotten everything I learned in school. So while I was texturizing this coffee machine, halfway through I was like, well, I don't know how to go on from here. Plus the fact that the software, Maya, crashes just spontaneously for reasons unbeknownst to me. And the computer itself was crashing, and the other software we tried then, because they're like, yeah, there's this other software that's less laggy, blah blah blah, and that too crashed. Even the render farm crashed. So I was like, this is my lucky day, isn't it? Well, that is a great start for me. But, well, it's the first day, anxiety and everything. That's it really. Did some shopping in this cool mall and made myself some supper, and now I am super ready to go to bed. I am tired out. I need the sleep that I was deprived from last night. Well, good night then. Finally home, made me some dinner again, usual stuff. Today looked fine. The sun was peeking behind the clouds. It looked more or less okay. Then psych, storm. And what a storm, god damn it. I got soaked entirely. I had no spot that was dry. So I had to spend most of my day sitting in soggy clothes, and let me tell you that it is not a fun experience. And I had just had a shower this morning, which is the best part. So I had a second totally unwanted and unnecessary shower. So everything I have is completely soaked. Like my French dictionary, my book, the contracts that of the firm and the school, they're all soggy and wet. How nice. Today work was much better than yesterday. I actually did something. I was useful. They basically gave me, since I have a non-disclosure agreement with the agency, whatever, with the studio, let's call it studio. I have a non-disclosure agreement with the studio, so they basically gave me and my classmate some random project, some safe project to do, to then present for the final exam, because we have to present something for the final exam. I mean, this whole internship is part of the exam. So yeah, they basically just gave us some random thing. And what I had to do was a travel mug. Not texturizing, texture was already there, but they gave me some sample images and I had to copy the lighting. So that was fun. Maxwell crashed 50 times during the day, but at least render machines worked and it was cool. and I managed to do everything within the day, so I am proud of myself. Weather here is very variable. It's like living back in York. Like this morning it was raining like really strong, and then at midday there was sun out like mid-July and then it started raining again. Like, make up your mind, weather. By the way, I have finally found the courage, I'm finally finding the courage to speak up, so these don't sound like ASMR tests anymore, hopefully. So, I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little bit weird, but this has officially been my first week here in chaux-de-fonds, and I must say, I am loving it. I still get lost a bit in the morning, like when I have to go to work, because there's so many roads I can take, so sometimes I still feel a little lost, like, where am I supposed to go? But I just love it here. The place is so cool. I love the weather is, even if it's unpredictable, it's just so gorgeous. Like I could spend hours just watching the clouds change. I was supposed to do this on Saturday, but I am doing this on Sunday. And the reason why I didn't do this on Saturday is because my friend made me a surprise. He showed up out of nowhere here in the chaux-de-fonds. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? I had like no plans for the evening. I was like going to chill out and maybe do some commissions and whatever. We went to this cool festival in Le Locle, which is a city a bit near Le Chaux-de-fonds, and it was great. It was so fun. He won me this wonderful plushie of a unicorn, which I adore because it's got rainbows and I'm a sucker for rainbows. Yeah, my week here has been great. I mean, the office is great. The work that we've been doing are cool. Like, here are some tests of what I've been doing with fluids, because the software is like all new to me. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So watching tutorials 24/7 on how to do stuff. But yeah, I'm not missing home like at all for now. It feels weird to speak French, but it's cool. I understand most of it. Oh, and also yesterday I went a bit around to see how the place is, like to see how far from home swimming pool is, and shopping, mostly to see what services I have near home. And I took my first bus ride here, and it's just like, whoa, now I know how buses work here as well, which is like not any different from home, but still, it's in another language, it's in another place. And yeah, so I'm hoping to feel better tomorrow, because tomorrow is work day again. I feel terribly guilty if I said like first weekend, yeah, I'm calling in sick, bye. So yeah, I'll try and get some sleep, even if it's early as hell. It's like 8:30. What am I even doing in bed already? But whatever, my brain has stopped working long ago. So this is my first week here. So far so good. I'll see if there are any updates, saucy stories to tell, or whatever.